All right, let's dive into something really cool today. We're going on a journey into a one-of-a-kind competition, a global celebration of creativity and problem-solving called Odyssey of the Mind. This quote right here, it gets to the absolute heart of the program. It isn't really about finding the one correct answer. It's all about building the confidence and the skills to look at any challenge, no matter how strange or complicated, and just think, yeah, I got this. We can solve it.
Okay, so what is this thing? For every team that signs up, their season begins with a kind of call to adventure, a single challenge that's going to shape everything they do for months. At its core, the idea is pretty simple. You get a team of up to 7 students, you give them a super complex problem, and then for months, they work together to create an 8-minute performance that shows off their solution. It's like part engineering, part theater, and a whole lot of creativity. And this really shows you what the mission is. It's not just about what you have at the end. It's about learning to think in new ways, how to work with people even when you don't agree, and how to keep pushing forward when your brilliant idea totally fails. And trust me, it will. It's all about the process. So let's talk about the first big decision any team makes. This is where it all starts, picking the one challenge they're going to live and breathe for the next few months. And this isn't a small choice, you know? The one problem a team picks is going to dictate everything. If they're going to be building vehicles, or designing these delicate structures, or maybe putting a modern spin on a classic story. And just look at the variety here. There's literally something for everyone. If you love to build and tinker, the vehicle or technical problems are totally your jam. Are you more of a history buff or a drama kid? Well, classics or performance is your stage. And if you love defying physics, the structure problem is an absolutely incredible challenge. But here's the best part. These problems aren't some boring academic exercise. They're intentionally whimsical and super open-ended. They're designed to push teams way beyond a standard science fair project and straight into the world of pure imagination. I mean, just listen to some of these past titles: Superhero Sucks, AI Techno Art, Dinos on Parade, The Most Dramatic Problem Ever. You can just feel the energy and humor right from the names. It's a competition that never takes itself too seriously, which is exactly how you unlock real creativity. Okay, now we have to talk about the most important, the most sacred, the single most defining rule of this entire program. This is what makes Odyssey of the Mind truly unique. No outside assistance. This is the golden rule. It means zero help from parents, from coaches, from anyone outside the team on the solution itself. The ideas, the script, the props, the costumes, every single creative element has to be thought of and made by the students, period. So the coach's role is really specific. They are facilitators, not directors. For instance, a coach can teach a kid how to safely use a saw, but they absolutely cannot pick up that saw and cut the wood for the team set. They can ask questions like, have you checked the rulebook for that? But they can never suggest an idea like, you know what would be cool? A robot dragon. It's a very strict line, and it's there to make sure the team's achievement is 100% their own. So how in the world does a team take a simple problem description and turn it into a full-blown 8-minute spectacle over the course of a few months? Well, the process usually follows these key steps. It all starts with digging into the rules. Every single word matters. Then comes the brainstorming phase, where no idea is too silly. From there, they build, they test, they fail, and they rebuild. And finally, they rehearse like crazy to get their timing and their presentation just right for competition day. It's this incredible fusion of skills. You can have the same team soldering a circuit board 1 minute and then writing hilarious dialogue or choreographing a dance the next. It's the ultimate STEAM project, right? Science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, all rolled into one. But the long-term problem, that's only half the story. There's a second, high-pressure challenge that every team has to face on the day of the tournament. This is the question that really tests a team's raw, unpracticed creativity. How do they react in the moment when the clock is ticking down? So, on competition day, the team walks into a room and gets handed a problem they have never seen before. It could be verbal, like name as many things as you can that are purple and square. Or it could be hands-on, like build the tallest tower you can using only these pipe cleaners and straws. They get just a few minutes, and then they have to perform their solution for the judges, right then and there. Yeah. There's no time for second guessing. Spontaneous is all about trusting your teammates, thinking on your feet, and just committing to an idea, no matter how wild it seems. It's an amazing test of those creative muscles they've been building all season long. So, after months of hard work, late nights, and the occasional hot glue gun burn, what's the real reward from this whole Odyssey? And while the thrill of competition is definitely a huge part of the fun, the true rewards of Odyssey of the Mind are the skills and the confidence that students carry with them for the rest of their lives. I mean, just look at this list. These aren't just abstract ideas. These are practical, real-world skills. Learning how to manage a budget, how to present your ideas to an audience, how to work with the team to meet a deadline, and maybe most importantly, how to bounce back from failure, that is the real prize. And I want to leave you with this quote, which is actually part of a problem description for an upcoming competition. It perfectly captures the spirit of the program. A trophy is temporary, but the journey, the friendships, the failures, the breakthroughs, and discovering your own creative power, that's the real treasure you get to keep forever.